We give praise, glory, and honor to the Most High Yah by the way of Yahushua HaMashiach, our Master and Savior and King. Mouse, you pull that door too, please. Thank you. John chapter 5, verse 39. Go sit down, Elizabeth. It's just amazing how y'all done seen a couple of instances of what we were talking about people hearing the word but not hearing the word, and less than a week. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. I might look stupid. I ain't stupid. Just because I don't say something, don't mean that I don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just because I might not go ham on every single solitary matter does not mean that I'm not aware of it. It just means that I will no longer correct or speak on the matter because, quite frankly, I do not care. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna be telling no grown person the same thing over and over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? That means that apparently that whatever it is that you're doing, that's what you want to do. So what is the point of me saying that if you gonna do it anyway? Whatever is in your heart to do, you gonna do it. If you want to keep y'all's word, you're going to keep it. Man, I told you this here before, man. I'm going to read John 5:39 and then get you John 7:16. He say, search the scriptures, for in them you think you have eternal life, and they are they which testify of me. And you will not come to me that you might have life. I receive not honor from men, but I know you, that ye have not the love of the Most High in you. At the end of the day, we talked about it a little bit last night. We talked about it a little bit the day before, and the day before that, and on the first Shabbat of this feast, that this is not the thing that everybody want to do. You know what I'm saying? The individual just called me about people around here wife swapping and all that stuff. Don't be calling me about all that stuff, man, if you ain't going to do what this book say, you ain't going to do what I'm preaching. Because you can do what you want. You get you 1 Corinthians 11:1 to go along with this John 7:16. And in Exodus chapter 4, also, about verse 10, that come to mind. Let's see what it say. John 7:16. Yahushua answered them and said, my doctrine is not mine, but his that sent me. That's what people have to sit back and realize, it ain't my word. You know what I'm saying? So whatever I'm preaching and teaching, it's not my doctrine, it's his that sent me. So if you got a problem with what I'm saying, you got a problem with him. You can do what you want to do. See, look what he tell you. If any man would do his will, he shall know of the doctrine, whether it be of Elohim or whether I speak of myself. So all anybody got to do is, if whatever I'm preaching and teaching, if you do it, then if you exercise it, then you would have known if it was of Yah or if I was speaking of me. Because I don't think I've ever came and preached in front of y'all near time and spoke of myself. I ain't never come in my name. I ain't never preached in my name. I ain't never told you to do nothing and then attach my name to it. Let's see what the man tell you after that. He that speak of himself seek his own glory. But he that seeks his glory that sent him, the same is true. And there's no unrighteousness in him. I ain't seeking my glory. So guess what that means? Somebody is going to hell. Because who you going against is not me. You going against the true and living Elohim. You're going to have to answer to him and deal with him. I ain't got nothing to do with that. All I can do is tell you what the word say. I can't make you do it. I ain't going to chase you down to do it. I'm not going to beg you to do it. You know what I'm talking about? You do what you want to do. You niggas are grown. Y'all are grown men and women. Some of you are fathers. Some of you are mothers. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all over 30. Some of y'all might be older than me. Regardless of what. You ain't got to do nothing. I say, man, you can skim and scam and scheme and backdoor. Just no hell waiting on you. 1 Corinthians 11:1. That's all I can tell you. It's waiting on you, man. First class ticket. You know what I'm saying? Got a nice spot reserved for you. You got your nice booth with a lot of fire and a lot of words. You know what I'm saying? And it don't get no simpler. It don't get no realer than that. You know what I'm saying? We got this rusty boy over here urinating on himself twice in 30 days. Got a big grown woman urinating on herself in the tent. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff just don't make no sense. Big grown people, y'all grown. You know, we done had on this, I done preached on this before, man, before I read this 1 Corinthians 11:1. And that's this. Everybody quick to say they grown, but yet don't carry themselves like a mature adult. You know what I'm saying? 1 Corinthians 11:1. Hold that noise down, boy. Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Amashiach. Now I praise you, brethren, that you remember me in all things, and keep the ordinances as I delivered them to you. He say, remember me in all things. Remember me in all things. Come over here to Exodus chapter 4. Get your John 14 and 20. Make it 15. John 14 and 15. You know that's what's wrong with people, man. They don't remember nothing that man tell them to. He said, remember me in all things. I guess that thing I was talking about remember being a bondman, I guess we'll hit it tonight. Because it's quite evident that this nigga ain't remember nothing I said. And had the nerve and audacity to look somebody in the face. And you know the key part of that statement? I feel. You gonna feel something, all right. That's the number one error most people make when they open up their mouth. They always talking about what they feel. You know what I'm saying? But what does the word say? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, what does the word say? Exodus 4 and 10. And Moses said unto Yahuwah, O my master, I am not eloquent, neither heretofore nor since thou spoken unto thy servant, but I am slow of speech and of slow of tongue. And Yahuwah said unto him, Who have made man's mouth, or who make the dumb, or the deaf, or the seeing, or the blind? Have not I Yahuwah? Now therefore go, and I will be with thy mouth, and I will teach thee what thou shalt say. And he said, O my master, send I pray thee by the hand of whom wilt thou send? And the anger of Yahuwah was kindled against Moses. And he said, Is not Aaron the Levite thy brother? I know that he could speak well. And also, behold, he come forth to meet thee, and when he see thee, he will be glad in his heart. And thou shalt speak unto him, and put words in his mouth. And I will be with thy mouth, and with his mouth, and he will teach you what ye shall do. So now you gotta sit back and realize it's not that the Most High gonna put words in Moses' mouth. Moses gonna have to remember the word that he put in his mouth. He gonna put them same words in Aaron's mouth, and Aaron gonna have to remember, and then Aaron gonna take them to give them to the people. See, come back over here to Deuteronomy chapter 4 before we even get to John 14 and 15. You know, a lot of people's problem is they don't remember the man word. This go back to what we were talking about last night, or 2 nights ago, because they don't like to retain this man in their knowledge. He will give them over to a reprobate mind. Boy, hush. You did it to yourself. You ain't nothing but dramatic. You want to be dramatic, we can fly you to California, get you some acting gigs, man. You can be on Law and Order, SVU, Scandal, which one you want. That's a drama show, ain't it? 4 and 5. That's a drama show, ain't it? I don't know a lot of them. Maybe you want to be on the blacklist. Under the dome. Look how you looking now. You know, oh no, he don't want to be on Black Jesus. He don't want to be on that. Them commercials is bad. It's a show on Adult Swim. It's pretty bad. I ain't never looked at it, but the commercials will make you want to go find them people and slap all of them in the mouth. Boy, I wouldn't watch. If you watch Black Jesus, I guarantee you'd be offended within the first 45 seconds. If you seen any commercial for Black Jesus, you would be offended with the 30-second commercial. Like they got this man running around with malt liquor. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? Like they basically got him cooning. You know what I'm talking about? It's bad. Well, community garden ain't gonna cut it, cuz. I ain't even look back to know if he had a community garden. I just seen this here and like, boy, these crackers at the Cartoon Network need to see somebody. Like, boy, y'all need to come see them. This is ridiculous. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This is offensive. That when you go to prayer like, boy, please come get them. You know what I'm saying? They go real hard. These people don't got no problem blaspheming our power straight in our face. They don't have no problem doing it. You know what I'm saying? And the worst part is, our people will sit there and look at it as entertainment. And what I told y'all, no, Family Guy be tripping, but they blaspheme hard. Boy, they had an episode where they supposed to talk about when the Most High supposed to made the universe, and they had their old white God up there, and all he did was put a lighter by his button for it. And they were like, that's how he made it.
Put it in the trash.
You know what I'm saying? They supposed to have one when a Mashak came back and ain't nobody know who he was, and then he ended up becoming famous and ended up becoming a drug addicted drunk in jail. You know what I'm saying? That type of stuff, boy, that type of stuff is supposed to enrage you. You know what I'm saying? Whether they just classified as Jesus or not, it's the fight now, you know their intent. You know what I'm saying? Their intent is to blaspheme. 4 and 5. He said, behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as Yahuwah my Elohim commanded me, that you should do so in the land whither you go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. Now what y'all have to sit back and realize is that you keeping this man's word is your wisdom and understanding in the sight of all these people. See, I'm going to tell y'all something, man. I'm going to tell y'all something. With Kira coming saying her mama come saying that to her, that gave her mama a chance to blaspheme. You know what I'm saying? And it also came at where you sitting back where she coming at Kira. Well, if she doing it and y'all doing the same thing, why you ain't doing it? I appreciate Kira respond. Nigga, that's her. I ain't doing it. Well, she say she feel like this here. Well, that's her. That ain't got nothing to do with me. See, I'm going to tell you something, man. When it comes to the word, there is no individuality. You're supposed to look at everything as a cooperative group effort. And unfortunately, people will quit. People will come. People will go. That does not change the fact of how you treat and deal with one another. You still treat them as if they was that you known them your entire life. Because that's how we roll and operate. I mean, that's a lot of how we roll. What you can do is look at Acts chapter 2. Say, no man looked at anything of his own. But they moved with singleness of heart and mind and ate bread with one another. But people gonna leave, people gonna come, it's gonna go. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But when the only thing you can be individual with is, oh, my soul got to be saved. And if you want to be a nigga, you're gonna be a nigga by yourself. You know what I'm saying? She gave her the correct response. Well, why she doing it? Cause she dumb. Ain't got nothing to do with me though. You know what I'm saying? I heard the word. I ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, you gotta sit back. You can't blame her mama for that. Her mama looking at, y'all say y'all do the same thing. Y'all say y'all in the same thing. I seen her come through here and say this. And I'm wondering, well, if she doing this, why you ain't doing it? That also show you the boldness of the individual, because you'll slide through here knowing this mama shot, this girl mama shot. You know this had to get back, it was gonna get back, but you didn't care. Well, what y'all gonna do with somebody like that? What he gonna do with you? He can't do nothing with you. You get your Ecclesiastes 8 and 13. We'll get around there in a second. Let me read the Deuteronomy. We still hold to John 14 and 15. He say, for what nation is there so great who have an Elohim so nigh? You know what that means, so nigh, right? Close. Close. Nigh mean close. Right now, Sharon is nigh to you. He close to you. You know what I'm saying? He close enough you can smell his urinated drawers. Hey, he the one. He came for himself. You can't urinate on yourself 2 times in 30 days and think that's gonna slide. If he would have slid the first time till Mom Dukes turned around and said, oh, he just did it a month ago and tried to hide him. No. He was good on the first one. I'm trying to tell you, he around here smiling. So you cool with peeing on yourself? No, man, hold up, bro. Cause that's the second time he smiled about this, y'all. Hold on, pardon me. No, it ain't funny though. Ain't nothing funny about that. Cause you seen the first time he was smiling, I'm like, nigga, what is you smiling for? And so you think it's funny. See, now I'm the type of individual would come to your school and tell all your classmates that you pee in the bed.
And I'm the one who brings the sheets.
Do you know what I'm saying? I'm the type of dude that'll do that. Embarrass you in front of all your friends so every last one of them can rank on you. No, I ain't gonna let him wear no urinated draw to school, cause we don't do that. We don't do cause boy, I don't want you to have that on, period. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna do no. In the world, maybe. This what no, you ain't going to school with that there, boy. These people ain't finna be coming around here talking about your son can't on urinated draw. We don't play them type of game. My draws ain't you wanna smell them. Don't try me like that then. You know what I'm talking about? I can't say if I ain't gonna walk around with no urinated draws on purpose, I ain't gonna send him out there to do it. But I'll sure let everybody know, yeah, that he like to pee on himself. Cause you think it's funny. Cause you think it's funny. So that means you ain't shamed by it. See, look how he looking now. Look how he looking now. Now you want to look stupid, look like more fool than a white-faced mule, but you around here peeing on yourself. Peeing on yourself and think it's funny. So so because you think it's funny, you know what they're telling me? Your sorry behind peed in that tent on purpose, and your laid behind peed in the bed a month ago on purpose. That's what they're telling me because you ain't shamed by it. I don't believe you thought you was sweating. You knew you were peeing, you just ain't want to get up. Nasty nigga.
I thought you was sweating.
Nasty nigga. You know what I'm saying? Boy, your mama supposed to made you clean your drawers by hand, boy. See, y'all don't look at human behavior and cues. If you done something and you ain't know you did it, you'll be kind of shit. And it just happened last night. So you wouldn't be, I peed on myself. You wouldn't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? You'd be like, shoot, man, I'd be glad when he start talking about that. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to be a little ashamed. Then when it get brought up, you just did it not even 30 days ago. So you got twice in a calendar month, you peed on yourself. And that's twice when it brought up, you were laughing about it. So that lets me know you laid your big, rusty, sorry, nasty, filthy, disgusting, vile behind right there, knew you had to urinate and didn't get up and go do it. That let me know that. What y'all think? What y'all think? That's what that tell me. I could be wrong. But evidence points to, we got old PP bandit over here. We got old, this nigga. We got all, but he don't want to pee on nobody. He just want to pee on himself.
No, that's where it starts.
That's where it starts. He say no, he don't want to share his urine with nobody else. His urine only to be shared with his underwear. And his mattress and his sheets. What type of junk is this? Boy, and you supposed to be a Yahoo thing, you around here peeing on yourself. Boy, that's vile right there, boy. That's vile. That's nasty. Boy, you getting a bad report, boy. Tried your mama peeing on yourself? Well, I thought you were better than this, cuz. You know what I'm saying? Now you want to sit there with his lips stuck out looking sick. You should have thought about that before you went to laughing, you little nasty buzzard. I'm talking about bad out here on these streets, boy. But one thing I would talk, boy, keep your name clean out here on this street. Well, he can't keep nothing clean. Drawers dirty. So now you right here talking about he ain't got no crush in his drawers. I'm skeptical. He probably done hit a couple of them and done here and they just slid by your radar.
Austin.
You know what I'm talking about? Slid right by your radar because you ain't looking at it because you couldn't smell the poop. You know what I'm talking about? But he like this here around this here like he slide into first base. Not head first though. Heel first. And you know what happens when you slide heel first? Leave skids in the dirt. You know what I'm saying? And when you leave them skids in the dirt, all that is poop. Streaks. Call it brown crush. He wear boxers though. So yeah, it might not pop up and show up. He had tidy whitey, he'd be exposed. It wouldn't even be no way around it. It'd be exposed. You pick them drawers up, you gonna pick up a stick. Oh no. Bring it right to his face like a dog. Now smell it. Sniff it. Cause that was gonna happen. Some of y'all done got out like that, you wasn't wiping good, your mama walked in there with that stick like this here. Come on now. What is this, son? What is this? What is this? You know what I'm saying? Can't wipe your booty good, boy. I know if you're peeing on yourself, you going in there, you ain't wiping good. That's probably why nigga catch you all the way around here itching and digging in your booty. So you know what that means when you really go to itching, you got dingleberries in there. No, ain't no worms. Them straight dingleberries. Ain't got no worms. You know what I'm saying? That's that boo-boo caught up in them and the pubic hairs in your rectum. That's what that is. That's why you all the way around here trying to walk like this here to the side. Don't want nobody to know. Nasty nigga.
He look real stupid.
He supposed to look stupid. He supposed to look stupid. He supposed to look stupid. That's what you get for laughing. Thinking it's funny. Ain't nothing funny about peeing on yourself. Ain't nothing funny about that. Well, I'll be good and shame. I'll be good and shame. I'm talking about, boy, like I say, I can't give him no kid. This nigga 9.
What?
I could give Sherelle that. She's 5. You know what I'm saying? 5 is like the cutoff age. 6 years old, boy, you supposed to, after, when they hit 6, ain't no more peeing in the bed, cuz, unless you got a bladder problem.
You got a problem.
You know what I'm saying? She 5. So she got a whole nother calendar. Well, now you know she into the calendar year. She got a whole nother calendar year though. Well, she urinated in the bed. You like this here, you know, shoot, she's 5.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This nigga is 9. Soon to be hitting double digits. Boy, you know, you urinate in the bed in double digits, that's shameful life. Then I'm getting a report, big grown woman urinating on herself. Boy, what is going on? Well, I don't know what's going on with y'all. Don't carry my baby like no sack of potatoes. Carry her with royal dignity. I just ain't seen you all day, Mouse, that's all.
Okay.
Oh, you thought you had a problem with what I said? Yeah, go ahead and put that cookie in your mouth. 4 and 7 Deuteronomy. Go ahead and throw that cookie in your mouth. Like this here boy, I'm talking about, you gonna keep on. Langston gonna be copping the insurance policy a little earlier than he thought. Let's move it on. He said, I'll take that $500,000 policy and just go on about my business. Like this here, balling on you. He said, you didn't even know. He took 3 of them out too. He said, he got a plan for you. He fly to Barbados as soon as you go. He said, for what nation is there so great who have an Elohim so nigh unto them? Remember, keep that in mind. A power who's close. As Yah are Elohim and all Elohim and all things that we call upon him for. That means he close to you in everything you ask him for. And what nation is there so great that have statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law which I set before you this day? We turn around and we look at Egypt. Did they have such a righteous laws and statutes? What about Babylon? What about Rome? What about Greece? What about America? Ain't nobody got no law like what we got. All of them condone some manner of perversity or unrighteousness in some capacity. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to look at just homosexuality. Toss that out the window. You know what I'm saying? If you go back and you look at most of these societies, they promote some manner of unrighteousness. The first one come to your mind is idolatry. It just tied back into this dude sitting back saying, man, the ankh is a symbol of life. Our ankh is a penis going into a vagina. You know what I'm saying? You're not even finna insult my intelligence with nothing like that. You're not even finna do that. Because I know what it is. That's not righteousness. You know what I'm saying? Y'all told you don't even make no symbols or nothing like that. So cause, King Hezekiah had one and... So I'm supposed to say, well, he had one, it got to be right. That he wrong too. If that was his and that's true, he wrong. See, that's what niggas like to do. You tell them something, well, the Hebrews had it. Well, last time I checked, y'all said this was a stubborn, stiff-necked people since the moment I knew them. So I can't put that past them. See, y'all don't fall for stuff like that when you've been an identified something is wrong. And the niggas say, well, the Hebrews did it. And y'all said, don't do it. That trump that. I don't care what they did. What did y'all say do? That's what these niggas like to do. You know why? They don't remember. They don't remember what the man tell them to do. Because all they focused on doing is what I want to do. and what I think's right. And get your Proverbs 14 and 12 to go to Ecclesiastes 8 and 11 and John chapter 14 verse 15 as I finish out this Deuteronomy chapter 4. Everybody on the phone all right? Praise y'all. Listen to what he tell you in verse 9 and get your Acts 2 and 38 to go along with it. Listen to what he tell you in verse 9. Only take heed to thyself and keep thy soul diligently, lest thou forget the things which thy eyes have seen, and lest they depart from thy heart all the days of thy life, but teach them thy sons and thy sons' sons. Especially the day that thou stood before Yahuwah the Elohim and Horeb, when Yahuwah said unto me, gather me the people together, and I will make them hear my words, that they may learn to fear me all the days that they shall live upon the earth, and that they may teach their children. You know what I'm saying? Now you heard the key thing he told you to take heed to yourself and keep your soul diligently, lest you forget what you've seen. Because not only the thing that they seen him on that mountain come down with the thunderings and the lightnings and the earthquake, but don't forget the word I told you. Don't forget not to make you no graven images. Don't forget that I'm a jealous all. Do not forget to honor your mama and your daddy. Don't forget not to break my Shabbat. Don't be stealing. Don't be lying. Don't be coveting. Don't be committing adultery. Don't be doing none of those things, because all that do those things shall die. See, like the dude say, ain't nobody angry, but no God ain't angry, just these religions. See, everything that all these niggas trying to do, this is how you know this thing is winding down, because people are trying to make you feel comfortable with being a sinner. Because there's a lot of information coming out about who you are. It's a whole bunch of stuff going on in the earth, and you seeing more and more of these people who claim they in the truth telling you it is okay to be a sinner. Proverbs 14 and 12. Listen to these people if you want them. Catch yourself somewhere you don't want to be. There is a way which seems right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. You know what I'm saying? It might seem right to you. It might seem good to you, but you're going to hell. You know what I'm saying? Guess what? I feel like I won't go to hell for painting my nails. You know what? It seemed right to you, and just know you're going to hell. You know what I'm saying? Just know that. The book going to turn around and condemn you because you feel like it ain't wrong. And he say, you know what? I'm glad you feel like it's not wrong, because that's exactly what I want you to think. Ecclesiastes 8:13. I'm telling y'all, y'all don't realize how slippery slope, man. Whatever mind you got, that's the mind y'all gave you. If y'all gave you a mind to seek after his word wholeheartedly and diligently, praise y'all. But he can also give you a mind to, no. Don't you realize some of the stuff? This way, you ran across people teaching about multiple wives, didn't you? You know how easily that man could have gave you a mind to go for that? You ran across it. You know how easily he could have gave you a mind to go for that? You know how easily he could have gave you a mind to say, you know what, the Christian church right, and stayed with that. You know what I'm saying? He could have gave me a mind to say, boy, let's just go ahead and get out of prison, man. I don't care nothing about finding out we the children of Yasharal. Let me get back out here and get me some weed and some coke. You know what I'm saying? That man could give you a mind just like this here. Stay with it. He could have stayed with that mind, language. No obedience. No faith, no nothing. Just be old, no good, rotten, slimy nigga, like all the people he came in with. Could be stagnated and filthy and disgusting, just like they are. I'm talking about it's just that easy. You know what I'm saying? It's just that easy. Boom, other side of the table. And you'll be sitting there looking at what somebody else saying crazy. Talking about, you could be sitting around there talking about, he crazy for talking against Sister Y. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's nation building. That's our culture. I'm proud to be the third wife of my husband. See, you look crazy, but he could have gave you a mind, and you could have been thinking just like that. The way if somebody would have came and said something to you different, you wouldn't have went for it. He could have gave you a mind to go for it when Troy was trying to slide it in. And you'd have been like this here, yeah, go and get you two more, baby. I support you in whatever you want to do because I love you. It's in the words. You showed it to me. You know what I'm saying? I can't deny it. It sound right. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't gonna have no problem with it. That's how niggas came with that in that other congregation with them doing it. And then niggas swinging it and give them a mind. Yeah, a wife swab. Yeah, a carpet munch. Y'all don't realize, man, you could teeter on that edge, man. You know what I'm saying? You could teeter on that edge, boy, fall right off now. Ecclesiastes 8 and 12 is what I want. Listen what he say. Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know it shall be well with them that fear Elohim with fear before him. Now you know in Malachi chapter 1, he said, if I be a father, where's my fear? Where's my honor? Where's my respect? See, I'm gonna tell you something. See, I know him right there. See, I know he don't fear his mama. He don't respect his mama. I know he can't respect me because I told him multiple times that anytime you speak to any adult, you address him as sir, as ma'am, and he still don't do it. And I said it many times. That means he don't remember and retain the words that people tell him to do because he don't respect nothing they say. See, he got in his mind, I'm going to do what I want to do. That's why it's never well for him. That's why he just got Ric Flair chopped in the chest. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? Limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun. And I'm having a hard time keeping my foot out this nigga's behind. You know what I'm saying? That's why he got done how he got done last Shabbat with all that stuff he was doing, because he don't got no respect. When you got respect for your parents, you got respect for authority. Whatever they tell you to do, you remember it and you do it. That's why he said, if I be a master, where's my fear? If I be a father, where's my honor? Where's my respect at? Because when I tell you to do something, you're going to remember what I told you to do. Ain't going to be no questioning on, I can't remember what she said to do. Don't talk in here when you come in here, boy. Soon as he see Brian, wow, wonder why you get slapped. Bah! Now you mad, but you wrong. And the reason being, because you ain't got no respect. Because if you would have had respect for that commandment, guess what you would have did? You would have remembered. I'm mentioning that because this is a real life example of what I'm talking about. He did not, it will be well with them who fear the Most High. Fear the Most High is reverential honor or respect. That means what he says, that's what I do, because I respect his authority, I respect his word, I respect the reward, I also got respect for the consequence, and I don't want no parts of it. So when he was instructed on, don't do this, you got to see, look at the flip side. Sherelle had done evil. She had the same edict given. She kept her mouth closed. It went well with her. He opened his mouth. It didn't go well from him from the moment he got caught talking. See, didn't go well with him because he didn't listen. You know what I'm saying? I'm just sitting there giving you a real life example. It didn't go well with him because he didn't respect that. See, that's his thing. See, he don't respect nothing. Most people who dealing with Yah's word, they actually don't respect him, because if you respected him, you wouldn't try him. See, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I just told y'all this the other night. When about that thing with the feast. Niggas know who to try and who not to try. You try who you think you can get over on, they ain't gonna do nothing to you. See, you think because you can't see yourself burning in hell right now, you ain't going. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm gonna tell you something. You fear them white folks. You speed on the highway, you see JSO, you take your foot off the grass, you hit the brake. You know what I'm talking about? You see him because you don't want no ticket. Because I respect you gangster.
Michael.
You know what I'm saying? When you used to be around here selling drugs, you'll be ducking and dodging the police. You around here boosting. You know what I'm talking about? You around here looking, whatever you were doing, you ain't had no business, you could go to jail. You was real cautious about that. You see the police, your whole demeanor change because you respect that because you didn't want to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Because you can see the county jail. No matter where you stay at, you can ride past it and you can see it. You know, it's tangible, it's real to you. You know what I'm talking about? But see, you can't see the Lake of Ginon. You can't see the Valley of Hinnom. You can't see yourself burning as disposable garbage. Because that's what the Valley of Hinnom is. It's a waste place. It's a garbage dump. You know what I'm talking about? The lake of fire is a garbage dump. All the refuse and waste that I do not desire to have in the land of Jerusalem shall be put here. And you know what they do with garbage? They burn it. You know what I'm talking about? You are refuse, which I cannot use. It is despicable before my eyesight. I must remove it. See, because you can't see that, that's why you feel I can do it. Shoot, I'm gonna tell you something. Ain't no EOS date up out of there. You know what an EOS is? Y'all know what that means? Y'all know what EOS means? It means end of sentence. See, ain't no end of sentence up out that lake. Once you there, you there. Ain't no bonding out. Ain't no release date. It's just like when you get a natural life sentence in the state of Florida. 99999. That's your release date. Never wear it. You ain't never leaving. You know what I'm saying? I done used to preach this in the street all the time. You fear going to jail more than you fear going to hell. You know what I'm saying? More people walking fear going to jail more than they fear going to hell because you can see that jailhouse. You can see it. You sitting there, man, I can't be up in there all them men, all them women. You know what I'm saying? Gotta make the leg. I ain't going to jail. I ain't gonna break man's law, break Yah's law with impunity. You know what I'm saying? Because you feel like he gotta forgive me. He's a merciful God. Shoot. I don't see hell right now, man. I'll be all right. How you supposed to think? How you supposed to think? John 14:15. That's how you supposed to think. That's exactly how you supposed to think. You got to understand something. According to the word, love is to respect and obey somebody. Y'all need to get all that lovey-dovey emotional crap y'all got going in your mind, put that in the garbage disposal, bring it back out, and put it back in there again. There's nowhere in the world you can say you love somebody if you do not respect them. This is not the first time that I've had to tell y'all that. There's nowhere in the world, male or female, there's nowhere in the world you can say you love somebody and you do not respect them. Because if you do not respect somebody, there's no way you will listen to them. Every last one of you women know if you're dealing with a man and you don't respect him, you don't really want to hear nothing he got to say. You might pretend like you listen to him for a small season, but after a while, that disrespect that you have for that man in your heart gonna manifest. Man, nigga, you don't get out my face, nigga. I ain't trying to hear that. What you talking about, man? The same way if a man don't respect a woman, he will talk to her like she is less than a dog.
Stop.
You know what I'm talking about? Less than a dog. Her name would never be called. There'll never be no affection. There'll never be no loving tone. Look at you, stupid hoe. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about he gonna try to find the most disrespectful, vile, and rotten terms he can use to speak to this woman. If he does not respect you, you wonder why men be calling women hoes and female dogs, and he call you that because he don't respect. Pop made a song about it, tried to tell you about it when we were young. He tried to tell you about it. Look how you carry yourself. I don't respect you. You wonder why I call you that. I don't respect you. You know what I'm saying? See, people sing the song, oh, this nigga crazy. And all the song was about was, you wonder why they call you that. Look how you carry yourself. I don't respect you. Ain't a man walking gonna talk to a woman he don't respect like a woman. He will not do it. The same way a woman will not talk to a man with respect whom she does not respect. You know what I'm saying? Man, you can have a woman, boy, I'm talking about just like I was telling y'all the other night. The girl who niggas might bring around there, man, they little brothers or cousins lose their virginity. No matter what she could do to change her life, niggas who knew her from the past will never respect her. They'll never respect her. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's only one thing and one thing alone that might gender their respect. She would have to literally give herself to the Most High and be living like that for an extended period of time before they even respect it. I'm talking about she gonna have to have 4-5 years of consistent applied behavior before anybody respect that. Not if they knew her beforehand. You know what I'm saying? Boy, that's a slaw dog, boy. You know what I'm saying? Boy, that bottom mouth Betsy. Boy, oh man, this old slut hole, boy. Well, she done changed her life, bro. Man, that freak hoe, man, I ain't studying, man. I ain't here with that whole talking about, man. That's just being honest, man. It might sound rough. It might sound harsh. That's reality, though. You know what I'm saying? Boy, if a woman viewed a man as a simp, she ain't respect him, I wouldn't care what he did after that. Man, I don't care what you talking about, what that nigga got going on, man. I don't respect that nigga. But that nigga done got tough over the years. Man, that coward nigga, that man. It's gonna take years of applied behavior before you would even think about it. That's what I'm saying. That's why I've been telling y'all how he don't got no respect. He don't respect nothing. He ain't got to worry about it, because them booty bandits in the chain gang gonna make him respect it. Because he gonna sink or swim. I'm telling you, man, if he keep going the direction he going, this is what's gonna happen. He gonna turn 18, and then mama gonna tell him, you can get your black behind out of my house. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you do, that's on you. Because now I ain't got to deal with your, what's the word we're looking for? Insubordinate, disrespectful, punk made behind. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to deal with you no more. Because you don't listen. You do this here. Because you know if he done set his sister on fire like this here, it ain't but a matter of time he gonna do something even more crazy as time go on. You know what I'm saying? If his mind stay in the fashion that it's in, he gonna do something more stupid after that. Because he got a pattern of behavior. You know what I'm talking about? So then you turn around and you look at that, now you're gonna be out here on these streets, and because he don't respect none, he can feel like he can get out here, he can do what he wanna do. And then you know what ends up happening? You end up catching a little case. And when you catch that little case, it's two things gonna happen when he get in that jailhouse, in that county jailhouse with the individuals in there. He either gonna become a killer himself, because he gonna have to adapt to be able to survive amongst them killers, or he gonna be prey and he gonna be eaten. And I don't see no killer in him nowhere. I don't see nothing hard about him, period. I'm talking about boy Jolly Rancher's harder than him.
No. You definitely agree.
I'm being serious though, because that's the only two things can happen. He either gonna get tired of getting beat up in there and get his trays taken and start knocking dudes out, or he gonna be his name gonna be torn. It might sound crazy, but that's the direction you headed. Because it's not that you gonna be out here just doing crimes, but you gonna mess around and you gonna do something. You gonna mess around and you gonna do something that's gonna put you in a bad position. In a position that, truth be told, you are not able to handle. You know what I'm saying? And then once you start down that road, then it can just become a downward spiral. See, the decision, and it ain't just with him though, the decision of what you make on your life is contingent on your thought process and your mentality and how you view things and how you operate. If he continues to operate with the only respect and authority I respect is my own, and that I can be deceitful and disobedient and disrespectful, then of course you know what the end game's gonna be for him. It's not gonna end well for him. If we turn around and we look at y'all and we look at, I'm gonna be deceitful, I'm gonna try to cover up my evil of my doings, I'm gonna try to do what I want to do and be disobedient and disrespectful to y'all, well then you just heard him say, your day's not gonna be prolonged. It's not gonna be well with you. That go for all of, not just him. I'm just putting this in his brain, he don't know the road he heading down. I mean, when I caught my case and the judge sentenced me, he was like, man, you ain't got no juvenile record. Like, he was shocked because he's looking at it as, that's usually an indicator of you being here now. You don't have a history to where anybody thought you would be here now. So I'm looking at this is not indicative of your mentality and past behavior. You don't have a pattern of this. You know what I'm talking about? You are laying a pattern of rotten behavior. So when you're on the natural level, you setting yourself up to be possibly go in and out of jail. And spiritually, you setting yourself up to go to hell. That's got to resonate in your brain. You know what I'm saying? Even though you 9, you got to think about that before you go in the direction that you heading. That's not where you want to go. It ain't. You know what I'm saying? Because, boy, I could slap you upside your head, chop you in your chest. We could make you go rake all the leaves you want to rake, make you cut grass, make you do all the physical labor that we could think of. But at the end of the day, if you want to be a nigga, that's just what you going to be. Because I'm going to tell you something. I do it for a little while because I love you. If I see you keep on being a nigga, I don't care what you do. Straight them down. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I tell you wrong, but like going, like this here, just bide your time till we can get rid of you. You know what I'm saying? Just bide the time till we can get rid of you. Meaning, once you legal, holler at you, man. Hey, 'cause I ain't finna, we ain't finna, it's the same way I did with telling y'all. I ain't finna keep telling somebody to do the same thing. See, you a child, so we got to bust your dome. You know what I'm saying? But see, you know, legally, see, once you hit 16, you don't want to do right, so nigga, you can go. You know what I'm saying? You can go. You don't want to see, I'm gonna tell you something, right? My mom used to say this all the time. See, if you don't want to abide by the rules of my house, you can go. At the same time, y'all feel the same way. If you don't want to abide by the rules of my house, you can go. You don't have to stay here. Just like this. Just like this. See, here's the door. Going on through it. And when I shut it, don't come back. Get your Revelation 3 and 5 to go along before I read John 14 and 15. Three and 6, actually. You gotta start thinking about that stuff, man. People don't be doing all that stuff. Ain't nobody be going off on you because they just think it cool. Don't nobody be telling them kids to sit down because they just like this. Nobody don't be wanting to do that. For the Most High say himself, he's slow to anger and repent himself of the evil that he thought to do to a man if a man repent himself. This man don't be wanting to bust nobody's head. I don't be wanting to bust nobody's head, but try me though. Please do. I ain't got no problem with it. All I can tell you is, you better thank y'all you ain't none of mine. Cause boy, you'd have been knocked out years ago. You know what I'm saying? See, you slid, I'm gonna tell you how you slid. Cause your mama was a baby having a baby. So that's how you slid. And then all your family members on your mama's side and on your daddy's side let you live. Let you do what you want to do. And that's why you think you can do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and to a certain extent, I can understand. Your mama was a baby having a baby. She ain't gonna know how to raise no child. She wasn't mature enough herself. You know what I'm saying? I done seen that too many times, period. How the 15, 16-year-old girl gonna know what to do with a child? She's still a child. What's she gonna know what to do? There's nowhere in the world she prepared mentally or emotionally for that. Male or female, ain't nowhere in the world. You know what I'm talking about? But boy, if you would have been some of mine, boy, I'm talking about you wouldn't have no teeth. I'm talking about they've been calling you gummy since you were about 6.
Going to school every day whistling.
Whistling. They say, how you eat lunch, Sharon?
All
I
day
just
whistling. Shakes every day.
He say, boy, you be chewing that corn, boy, that chicken, boy, how you did that there? Boy, these things hard as concrete, boy. I've been doing this 3-4 years. I got it mastered. Cause I would have knocked out your regular teeth, and when your permanent teeth came in, I would have knocked them out. Cause it couldn't have been nan time your mama could have called me and told me you did this. Boy, I'm at the front door. Bop, bop. Matter of fact, just send him with me. Don't take my baby. That nigga got to come with me. He come back to you, whole different man. You be like, this ain't the same child. You know what I'm saying?
Pocket teeth. And shoe his food in his pocket.
Straight up and down. Cause see, I don't play no game, man. You know what I'm saying? I know T like this here, like this. Like I said, I get Kings from time to time. Boy, I give him a lot of leeway though. Cause I know he'll listen. At the same time, I don't want to hit it. When I called him yesterday, I told him about 4 or 5 times before I hit both of them. Gave him plenty leeway before I struck. I ain't want to hit them, man. But they tried me one time too many. I told you, stop running around in this house, and you kept running around in this house, and I said, I'm going to go ahead and get him now. Him and Leo. I don't want to hit Leo. But try me, though. You're not finna keep just trying me over and over again, because I'm going to have to show you. I'm going to have to show you. You know what I'm saying? I come from a generation where you really just want a loud talker. To where they can hear that in your voice, to where they'll stop. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to actually get to the point where I got to put hands on you. Because if I got to put hands on you, now you in trouble. See, that's when we sit back looking at when y'all say I sent my prophets to you rising up early in the morning and sending them. He say, but you would not hearken to them. You know what I'm saying? You would not hearken. You would not hearken because you didn't want to listen. See, before he did what he said he was going to do to them people, he gave them a long leash to get it right. But after that initial scare and the same way he did put that belt in your face. See it right here in your face? You don't see that there? See it right there in your face? You see it, see right now you scared. But see, you know what's going to happen? 24 hours from now, 48 hours from now, 72 hours from now, 1 week from now, 1 month from now, 6 months from now, when that belt ain't in your face, so you gonna forget about it. And then you gonna go ahead and make that move. And the next thing you know, right across your behind. You know what I'm saying? Right across your behind. And then when that sting from your behind goes away, you forget about it again. And then you go back and do what you want to do. And you know what ends up happening? Right across your behind. And then you know what ends up happening after that? I don't put it across your behind no more. Revelation 3 and 5. 3 and 5.
You right. That's still his bill, dude.
He that overcome, the same shall be clothed in white raiment. I will not blot his name out the book of life, but I will confess his name before my Abba and before his Malachim. He that have an ear, let him hear what the Ruach saith unto the synagogues. And to the Malachim of the synagogue in Philadelphia write, these things saith he that is Kodesh, he that is true, he that have the key of David, he that open and no man shut, and shut and no man open. So you see one thing about it, right? Even when you turn around and you look at most of the people that came with him. Get your 2 Chronicles 15 and 1. Here, I ain't forgot about that. Y'all we'll deal with it for the end of the week. We still holding John 14 and 15. See, I'm gonna tell you, John, 2 Chronicles 15 and 1. So I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all open the door. Hamashiach is the door. He done opened the door. See, we talked about this already earlier this week with that reprobate silver because y'all's rejected them because they grievous revolters and slanderers and all this other type of stuff, right? See, now I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all open the door, which is his son, for you to get in. But if you want to be a nigga, he'll shut that door. And when he shut that door, ain't no coming back. You know what I'm saying? That's the same way when you say that nigga called you talking about he heard something I said that was funny and laughing. You asked him, was he trying to come back? He said, I'm just listening for now. It's too late, bro. The door shut. It's over for you. Ain't no coming back. Because the man don't want you. Unfortunately, for that young woman, she headed down that same road. Ain't no coming back. Because when it gets shut, I don't want you. Remember, we just talked that way, so you can do all that crying, you can do all that, it don't make no difference. 15 and 1, 2 Chronicles. And the spirit of Elohim came upon Azariah, the son of Oded, and he went out to meet Asa and said unto him, hear ye me, Asa, all you, Yehuda and Benjamin. Yahuwah is with you while you be with him. You notice when he said that, what people have a power so near unto them. Why else would he be near unto you unless his word was with you and you retained it in your knowledge? See, Apostle Paul told you in 1 Corinthians 15 and 33, be not deceived. Evil communications corrupt good manners. I speak this to your shame. He say, all have not the knowledge of the Most High. I speak this to your shame. You know what I'm saying? We ought to be shamed when we don't know what we ought to know. See, he know what he ought to know. See, he knew he wasn't supposed to pee in that bed, but you seen him laughing. He wasn't ashamed. He thought it was funny. He thought it was funny to walk around here and somebody just smell ammonia. You know what I'm saying? Smell ammonia. It's funny. My underwear stink. It's funny, mama. Ha, 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 ha. Nasty man. Boy, I thought I'm talking about this. Boy, ain't it funny though? You just keep talking to somebody, you know, I thought it was an accident. This nigga nasty in real life. He said, all you, Yehuda and Benjamin, Yahuwah is with you while you be with him. And if you seek him, he will be found of you. But if you forsake him, he will forsake you. Ain't that something? If you forsake him, he'll forsake you. See, that's why we sitting there talking about he'll shut that door. Because you can't keep bucking. You don't want to remember. That's cool. That's fine. See, I'll tell you something, man. It's like this here. We won't give up on you, but there is a limit. Please don't think that it's not a limit. That just go for anybody. There is a limit. I'm talking about even, I ain't even talking about him. It's a lot of people who dealt with this here, boy. I sit and talk to him, ain't give up on him. But you know what? After a while, limit came. Like that young lady, and that's over. When I seen that, there ain't even no mood to say, you know you ain't got no business wearing that. You already knew you ain't had no business wearing that. I'm good. I'm not saying nothing to you. Say something to you for what? Nigga, you got a double split dress on. Looking like a harlot. A harlot. Go to Titus chapter 2 so y'all know don't be walking around here looking like no harlot. You know what I'm saying? I better make sure y'all get y'all shirts in check, because don't nobody need to be seeing Nan Tapper your titties. Not Nan Tapper. Don't nobody want to see no cleavage. You want to show some cleavage, go get your husband, show it to him. I don't think none of these gentlemen want to see no cleavage. Any of y'all want to see some cleavage that ain't your wife? I don't want to see them. I'm going to start telling you, I bet your titties stinking funky. I'm trying to tell you, smelling like sourdough bread. Do something with it. Go Troy radio check last hour. You look like old last hour. Last call for alcohol. Where you find that boy at? Better take him back. Say, can you get a refund or a new improved version? No, nigga, I heard it. No, I heard it. No, it ain't on mute. You around there flashing your flashlight on them people. You better get you a pistol. People say what that flashlight gonna do. Troy said, I'm gonna turn that thing backwards, hit him with the fat part. While y'all laughing, boy, I seen the police do a boy like that. He fell out just like he had been shot. He was running from him. I couldn't catch him. He turned that flashlight like this here. Bah! He did just like this here. Oh! Boom! Face first. My little homeboy Ross, man. They called him Cracker Ross on the beat, but my little homeboy Ross. Boy hit Ross right upside the back of his head with that thing, man. White on white crime, and what I was gonna do? White man hit another white man. I died laughing.
Black man out loud. That joke, that's funny.
Now I ain't gonna laugh as a black man. I would want to do something to the police. I ain't tell you no lie. I don't want to do something to him.
Do something to the white man.
I care less. Ain't none of my business. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Wasn't none of my business. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, the chances you seeing the police physically assault a Caucasian so rare, you sit back and look at it like, oh man, we sitting back waiting on her to do it to the black man so we can have a reason to get you fired. You know what I'm talking about? And if I was ignorant enough, I'd have shot it. I wasn't that ignorant though. Cause I wasn't one of them dudes see the police and run off the block. I ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? That stuff used to make me hot. You know what I'm saying? You nigga don't run off the block. When the nigga come around here, y'all see the police, you nigga flee, you niggas hoes. That's how I looked at it. I ain't going nowhere when the police come. Rocks or no rock, I ain't going nowhere. And I ain't going nowhere neither, stand right there. Cuss him out, pocket full of rock. Walk off too. Let you know how I feel. Now I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? I'm for real though. You see in the neighborhood, man, I done been out east, man. 20, 30 dudes on the block. 4, 5 of them stone cold killers. You know what I'm saying? JSO ride up, boy, them boys flee. Boy, a car circle the block one time, 2 minutes. Man, who that nigga is, bro? Boy, that nigga come back around here one more time, boy, I'm gonna fire that car up, boy. Well, why you won't fire JSO car up then? You gonna fire his car up? Shoot patrol car 2016 up. He come around here up in his fire slapping niggas every day. He should have been the first one you shot. But that's how they got our mind condition. You ain't gonna jump at Mr. Charlie. You know what I'm saying? You'll jump at your brother though. You know what I'm saying? I never understood that. I ain't never liked the police. Ever. In general. I met some of them, they was all right. As individuals. Shoot, Hurtado was all right. You know what I'm saying? Even that officer that came when Don Shea house got broke in, he said, you catch the nigga who broke in your house, beat him. I don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? He was all right. I don't like the police though. You know what I'm saying? Like them for what? Then I started selling dope. You are my sworn enemy. That's like Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner. That's like Tom and Jerry. You know what I'm saying? You my sworn enemy. Not real though. Title 2 and 3 though, man. Make it 1. He say, speak thou the things which become sound doctrine. See, that's what's wrong with a lot of people. They don't speak things that pertain to sound, solid, steadfast teaching. Niggas say a lot of things. That's why dudes always screaming, it's a lot of confusion in Israel. That's why. A lot of dummies. That nigga's out of there.
smooth 12.
Mm-hmm.
Feel like I feel early.
Yeah, he look it too.
I passed out early.
Yeah, I seen it. He said that the aged men be sober, grave, temperate, sound in faith and charity and patience. That the aged women likewise, that they be in behaviors become kodesh, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things. That they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands and to love their children, to be discreet. Ain't nothing discreet if I can see your whole quadricep. You know what I'm gonna think when I see a woman, I see a whole quadricep? Slut bucket. As a man, that's the first thing coming to my mind. Whore. Word or no word. Ain't nowhere in the world if I can look at you. Man, I done seen outfits where women, these women come out here, boy, it's like you got drawers on. You came out the door like this? And they at the club. I'm talking about, y'all be seeing how some of these women be dressing out here. I done been out here since I've been in the word and looked at like, you came outside like that? They be thinking, oh, you lusting after that girl. I ain't lusting that man, screw all of that. Do you see when she came outside like this? This don't bother nobody. I'm offended. You know what I'm saying, man? I'm looking at it like this is my own daughter. I am offended. You stinking slut. I'm talking about all vagina eye, booty cheeks eye, titties eye. Ain't nothing discreet about that. Man, some of y'all seen the picture, man. All thigh, both sides. All thigh. As a man, if you carnal and you in the world, you see that there, the first thing you thinking about, boy, I can hit that. That first thing going through his mind. Boy, you go to talk about, I don't do that type of stuff. I serve y'all. Yeah, right, ho. That's the first thing. Yeah, right, ho. Because if you serve, because even sinners know, well, if you serve the Most High, I don't believe you would be dressed that way. Sinners know this. Sinners know this. Sinners equate a righteous woman by looking like an old woman. Sinners know that. That's why they tell you look like an old woman, or any of your coat, you look like an old lady. That's why they come out their mouth. That's what they equate with. So when you don't have that there, how many, they didn't told you you dress old? How many of y'all, so many people tell you talking about you dress old? Because they know what a discreet, modest woman's supposed to look like. But they tell you, man, your God don't care. You can show a little skin. God don't care nothing about that type of stuff. That's hoes. Hoes show skin. You know what I'm saying? Virtuous women cover up. Stinking slut, bucket, dog, hoe. That's all it is gonna come down to it. Ain't no other way around it. I catch you around here looking like I'm just going, I'm talking about in person. You come around me, you look like a slut. You whore. Maybe you'll be ashamed, go home, change your clothes. You know what I'm saying? Got no business. Everybody want to see all that, man. Boy, you got some people, boy, they got issues. They trying to hold on. They don't need to be seeing all of that. Y'all know y'all ain't got no business coming out the door with no slips on. Nobody don't need to see your drawers, all that stuff. Half you niggas probably buy drawers too small anyway. You know what I'm talking about? No, you can't fit in them drawers, man. Around here breathing, constricting. The thread holding on by the last inch. Well, I can't take too much more of this here, Fred. I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you gotta buy bigger drawers, buy bigger drawers. You know what I'm saying?
Big drawers?
You know what I'm saying, man? Better than that, boy, I'm telling you, people be trying to hold on, man. Don't be wanting to see that type of stuff. Boy, if a brother weak in his heart and his mind, he see all that there going on, man, you have all type of stuff going through his head.
Nigga said big drawers?
Y'all around to tell you, man, nobody don't want to see no titty splits, no top of no titty, no side of no titty, because they people trying to hold on. You know what I'm saying? And you trying to hold on, they sit here and say you done came and you been sitting at the house, boy. I'm like, ooh, boy, I seen a couple women today, boy. Ooh, I'm glad I turned my head. Then he come to gather with everybody and he look up and, oh, man, she ain't got no slip. Her booty jiggling. I can't take it. Next thing you know, he going home, he done killed himself. Half blind.
What?
You know what I'm talking about?
This weak nigga like you.
This here, I can't even
Come back with a low stick, huh?
sit. I'm telling you though.
Come back with a low
That brother be holding on, man. You can't be doing that type of stuff, man. Dude be holding on. You can't be doing that type of stuff, man. But you want to do all that type of stuff. Yeah, you want to walk around the house without a slip on, get your hub, and you walk around whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You can do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Don't make none type of difference. Titus 2 and 5. To be discreet, chaste, keep us at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of Elohim be not blasphemed. That's what you got to sit back and look at. He said to teach, I mean to teach these women these things, this stuff stay in their mind. Because if you do these things, boy, these people see you, boy, they going to blaspheme. Come on back to John 14. They going to blaspheme. Probably snatch a plug out you. Nigga need to snatch a plug up out you. Ariella ain't with that nonsense, nigga. She said, we box over here. She said, don't be scared. Just come over here and come get you something. She said, I ain't gonna hurt you. Just a young gangster, that's all. Just trying to do my thing. John 14 and 15. If you love me, keep my commandments. And I will pray the Abba, and he shall give you another comforter that may abide with you forever. Even the Ruach of truth, whom the world cannot receive, because it see him not, neither know him, but ye know him, for he dwell with you and shall be in you. I will not leave you comfortless. I will come to you. Yet a little while, and the world see me no more, but ye see me, because I live, ye shall live also. At that day ye shall know that I am in my Father, and you in me, and I in you. He that hath my commandments and keep them, he it is that love me. And he that love me shall be loved of my Abba, and I will love him and manifest myself to him. Don't you realize that man say, he that love me gonna do what I say? Don't you realize every time you don't do what your mama say, you show her to your face, to her face, you don't love her? No matter what you say out your mouth. Do you not realize that when you do that, you show your mama you don't love her? You understand that? I'm talking about, do you really understand that? You tell your mama you love her all the time, don't you? And be lying too, don't you? And be lying too, don't you? You be telling the truth or you lying? You lying. You done lied to me just then. You don't do what she say, so you lying. You don't love your mama. What in your mind, what makes you believe you love your mama? In your mind, you say you love your mama, right? Then how you show your mama you love her then? So that means you love your mama because you do that. But yeah, when she tell you not to do something or to do something, you don't do it, do you? Hello? So when your mama did your mama tell you last week don't talk? Did you go in there and talk? Huh? So that means you ain't love your mama, you ain't do what she told you to do. Let me tell you something, man. You think because you helped out because you pick up a diaper bag? Because she tell you go grab something, that means you love your mama?
You're supposed to. We'll do it. Mom said what?
I mean, like, come on, man. How many times your mama told you stop running your mouth in school and listen to what your teacher say and you ain't did it?
Numerous.
Huh? I know you can't. Not bad for business. You know what I'm talking about? How many times have your mama told you to keep your hands off things that don't belong to you and you didn't do it? Now that's bad. I'm talking about it's numerous. How could you love your mama and you stole money from her? How you equate that with loving your mama and you took money from her? Like, how you gonna get around? How could you say you love your sister and you put a flame to her body? Do you see how these, when you look at your actions, your words and your actions don't match up? Do you see that? See, I'm trying to paint a point, not just for you, but for everybody. How you gonna say you love y'all and then your actions don't match up? Because he say, he that love me, hear my words and keep them, do them, remember them. Because if you keep something, that means you got it. I mean, you got it, you remember it. See, you'll walk up something, you be like, you know what? I would have not known lust, except the law said, thou shalt not covet. See, now I know I ain't supposed to do that. See, I'm going to give you an example for me. I wouldn't have known, well, I knew not. I would have known when I was 16 not to eat swine unless I opened up the word and read it. I would have not known that the Shabbat was on the 7th day of the week unless a dude when I was 21, when I was incarcerated, opened me the word up and showed it to me, then pointed it out on the calendar. I would have not known to keep Pentecostal tabernacles or unleavened bread unless I would have seen it in the law. I would have not known, well, everybody done heard about not lying and committing adultery. You know what I'm saying? But it's the things that's in the law that were pinpointed out that I wouldn't have known unless I would have known the law. Once I was made aware of it, that ceased. See, you get made aware of things and you keep doing it. The same way that some of y'all be made aware of things, but you gonna do what you want to do anyway. And then turn around and say, I love Yah. Boy, I love the Most High, boy. He good to me, boy. And all you is another Sharon. Say one thing and do another. See, you ought to be ashamed right now. I told you on last Shabbat, boy, it's going a long road for you. It's not over. See, it's a couple times we done bust your behind or shamed you, and then it was over that day. It's not over for you, bro. You crossed the line. As I told you last week, I have absolutely no respect for you whatsoever as a man. Because you raised your hand to your mama. You will have to work very, very diligently to regain that. Like straight up, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even finna front with you on that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with you, I have a problem with your behavior. I don't have a problem with you as an individual. I have a problem with your behavior. Does anybody in here have a problem with Sharon? I'm talking about as a person. He said as a person. Who got a problem with Sharon's behavior?
The person he become is what he's actually showing.
No, because I mean, I've been saying, like, I don't have a problem with you. I got a problem with your ways. I mean, I was raised that way. I don't have a problem with you. I have a problem with your ways. It's not that I don't like you. I don't like your ways. You know what I'm saying? It's not that I don't like you. I don't like your ways. Your ways disgust me. You know what I'm saying? That's the same way y'all look at us, boy. If our ways outside of his word, it disgusts him. That's why even when we were outside of his way before we knew any better, even some of y'all who were doing stuff when you knew better, he still would have that pity and compassion on you, knowing your frame is dust. He said if he would have marked iniquity, who would stand? You know what I'm saying? Who would stand? But he got this forgiveness with him that he might be respected. You know what I'm saying? See, there's forgiveness with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you were forgiven in my mind. I can't speak for your mama when you did it. I'm still gonna bust your dome though. Like, to me, you were forgiven right then. Like, I ain't gonna never forget this nigga, this bastard. Yeah, you good. But you gotta see me though. Every day. Every time I see you. On every corner. On every cut. When I feel like it. How I feel like it. Because you crossed the line. If you would have talked back, I'd have been like, shoot, slap him and be good, boy. You lift your hand to your mama, bro. You lift your hand to your mama, bro. Do you realize what's the best way to word this here? The flagrant foul that you committed, I can't come up with nothing right now. That was a flagrant foul. Flagrant too. You get kicked out the game and suspended one. You know what I'm saying? That's serious right there, man. Dudes kill dudes for stuff like this. Like, real talk. That's serious. What you licking your lips for? Your mouth dry? You want a beverage? I hope not. Let me finish this verse 22. Judah saith unto him, not Iscariot, Master, how is it that thou wilt manifest thyself unto us and not unto the world? Yahushua answered and said unto him, if a man love me, he will keep my word. Hey, that's what we just read in the law. You had a power so near unto you. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See what he said? He said, if a man love me, he will keep my words, and my Father will love him, and we will come unto him and make our abode with him. He that love me not, keep not my sayings, and the word which you hear is not mine, but the Abba's which sent me. Same thing Moses said too, didn't he? These things have I spoken unto you, being yet present with you. But the Comforter, which is the Ruach HaKodesh, whom the Father will send in my name, he shall teach you all things and bring all things to your remembrance whatsoever I said unto you. See, come over here to Hebrews 8 and about. Man, make Hebrews 10. See what he sit back telling you. He say, what people got a power so near unto them? And the Mashiach came right back around and told you the same thing, because he said the world cannot receive it because they have not known it, because the world will look at you and say, what an understanding and wise person. Because he was telling you then, the world doesn't know these statutes. It's not with them. You know what I'm talking about? He was already showing you a prelude of the tabernacle of Yah, or the tenant dwelling in you, and you dwelling in it. You know what I'm saying? See, we don't turn around and we don't look at that, because this man's word ought to be in your heart where you will remember what to do. You know what I'm saying? I know some of y'all, stuff that came to your head for you to do, and you do the direct opposite, because you don't love the man, you stupid, you retarded, you disrespectful, disobedient, made punk. I can't say what he said in the movie, because when he went off hard, he went off hard. That's how the Most High be sitting back looking at you. You disrespectful, coward, made punk. You know what I'm saying? Because I give you food. See, I want to touch on that there, because when we was in the wilderness, you sit back and look at that. Same thing he did for us in the wilderness, he did with the Mashiach. He gave you food. Your clothes ain't gonna wax old. He gave you a place to dwell. All that. He did all that with a Mashiach too. That's why he told you to dwell in them booths during tabernacle, for you to remember all of that. You know what I'm saying? That he did all of that. See, y'all forget all about this type of stuff. That's why y'all be sitting back looking, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do this. Who gave you that house to live in? Who gave you them clothes to wear? Who gave you that food to eat? Not just naturally, but spiritually. Why you can't do what the man tell you to do? He said, because why you can't understand my speech? Even because you can't hear my word. Because it ain't for you. See, you sit back and you look ugly, because you know what? Because you know how I know this is? Because I done talked to you like this before, and you sit back and look ugly at me like that, then went right back to doing your record. That's the same belt we hit him with the last time. Yeah, you remember that belt? I hit you with that belt, boy, you were acting like Joshua acting the other week. You thought you seen a Malakim, how your eye got big, like you hit a whole 50. I ain't finna whoop tonight, because guess what? He's staying here, he got yard work to do. He did something today. I told Carol he should have grabbed him by his ankles and slapped him upside the head and made him be the weed eater. Bite it. And it better come down on the first chunk. Bye. You gonna keep on, you gonna be out there. You gonna be out there.
You wanna go out there.
You gonna be out there. You gonna be out there? I know he gonna repeat it. You gonna be out there, Lamar? You gonna cut the grass? Oh. So he gonna repeat that's what he do. He repeat everything he say. Lamar, my man. He gonna repeat it. What I just asked for, Lil Mike messed me up. Hebrews 10 and 21. You had to mess with, make that Hebrew 10 in about 13. Had to mess with Lil Mike. Lil Mike say, I ain't going to cut no grass. You ain't gonna cut no grass here. He said, no. He said, I don't try my mama door. You don't try your mama door. Say, I don't try my mama. Don't be looking around here like you don't hit a 40 hard now. And it was pure water, and you hit it on bus, and you sad because you ain't got no more money. He say from henceforth, make it 14. For one offering he perfected forever them that are set apart. Whereof the Ruach HaKodesh also is a witness unto us. For after that he said before, this is the covenant that I will make with them after those days, saith Yahuwah. I will put my laws into their hearts, and in their minds I write them, and their sins and their iniquities I will remember no more. See, son, that's what's going to be able, not just for him, but for all of us. In order for this man to not remember what you done, This man word got to be in you, and then you'll cease from committing sin against him. Therefore, there will be no need for me to remember what you've done. See, the reason why we got to bring up you with the knife in the car and the money in the car and you burning your, oh yeah, he had a knife and duck dog, man. He had a knife duck dog. It was a big knife too, man. Big knife. I guess he planning on cutting Mom Dukes or something. I don't know what he had going on. So I'm just, like this here, it's like this nigga don't even
It was
know.
my personalized switch.
Yeah, he had a little switchblade. He like this here, I'm gonna get more than likely he around here cutting grasshoppers. You know what I'm saying? Doing probably a little crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Killer frogs, you know.
Killing frog or something like this here.
Serial killer.
You know what I'm saying? Sherelle tried, man, I'ma poke in her kneecap. What you laughing for? They ain't funny, nigga.
Laughing at it might get you hit, boy.
Come here.
Laughing at it like that.
Matter of fact, you ain't get it. You slap it. I don't need him to come over here.
Move your hand, boy, if I hit you in the face. Wrong with you, boy.
This nigga sit here laughing about stabbing his own sister.
Shut up, boy. I ain't even hit you that hard.
Man, take your ugly behind back there, man. Go on back there with that, man. I wanna hear all that. And you bet not wake Leah up. Oh, matter of fact, Leah right there.
You ain't hit him that hard.
Oh, but I mean, you seen that dude?
That nigga.
He laughed about it. He thought it was funny.
Yeah, that
That boy, that's sick.
You done burnt it, and you ran with a knife, laughing about cooking that nigga certified.
Boy, that nigga, they're sick, boy. Boy, when y'all first used to say something was wrong with him, I say y'all might be too hard on him. Boy, there's something wrong with that boy. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, little mama said, I ain't never told you that lie.
Sure.
Little mama looking like, I don't know what she talking about. She said, I must have been sipping on some hypnotic or something. I'm lost. Said, I don't know what you were talking about. I might have been on some cough medication in the middle of June. She said, well, at least she look like who, what, when, how, where. Where? You know what I'm saying? There's something wrong with that nigga. Bring your country behind back out here, man, before I get mad.
What you tell you, man?
Jose 7-1. Around here, like this here, nigga, what you thought was gonna happen to you? You around here, laughing about stabbing your sister. You got to be the most sickest, no good nigga I ever seen in my life. What's wrong with you, boy?
Sound like you don't feel bad about none of the stuff he telling you, bro. This all stuff you did, bro.
Nah, he don't feel bad about it.
Really had the money.
Stop working out, man.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm telling you. Man, I might cut the light on, send that nigga out here, but I don't want to get arrested for violating child labor laws. 7-1, man. That boy here crazy.
Tighten up, boy.
Any of y'all, man, some of y'all brothers, man, y'all need to come on around here and help us whoop this boy. Start hanging this nigga upside down, man, hitting him in the face with watermelons.
And they gonna look like the man. I'm talking about the one with shame. They don't know about that.
Man, y'all just don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm trying to interweave this boy here and choose to use a spiritual point at the same time. I hope that's coming across to y'all. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, this nigga is in here. It's crazy. This little boy just laughed about me talking about he had the pocket knife to hit his sister in the knee. He laughing. That's not funny when you done already set her on fire. Cause I said it, cause that means you done already showed a propensity to hurt your little sister. That's highly, at least coming from me. See, you see her right there? See, that's my little sister, right? See, you know what I did with her right there? See, I came home from school and washed her. I used to come pick her up from school. She used to go everywhere I went. I prepared her dinners. I washed her clothes. I gave her baths. I changed her diapers. You know what I'm talking about? I taught her how to read. I taught her how to count. You know what I'm saying? All the available knowledge, wisdom, and understanding I had from my entire life, I gave it to her at every cut and opportunity that I had. I was willing to protect her by all means, even at the cost of my own life. I remember I was dating a girl at one time, and her brother disrespected her, and I was finna knock him clean out, and he was my homeboy. And it wasn't because I was with the woman. It's because, nigga, that's your little sister. What is wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? I could already tell she looked up to him. This is her older brother. There's a lot of decisions and things I didn't do because I knew that she looked up to me and that whatever I did, she would do. I was aware of that. I was cognizant of that. Therefore, that made me weigh out the things that I did. Just like you didn't know that you had been caught teaching her how to lie. What type of crap is that? See, you didn't know you got caught doing that, did you? You did that too, didn't you? Go ahead and tell the truth now. Because I can bring the person who's seen you, and I want you to look them in the face and call them a liar. So you did that, didn't you? And what were you teaching her to lie about? Be a man about it. You were man enough to teach your 5-year-old sister how to lie. So why you can't be man enough to take the culpability for your action? Now what were you teaching her to lie about? I know you always don't remember. Just like a nigga. Just like a nigga. Just like a nigga. You remember teaching her how to lie, but you don't remember what you were telling her to lie about. Now you would insult my intelligence in such a fashion. Now I will not instruct this man to strike you because I would like to do it myself. I'll let you live on that. I'll give you a pass. Do you know what I'm saying? But you ain't even know I knew about that, did you? Yeah, I knew about it though. Now what type of junk is that? You the oldest. Guess what? She followed behind you. And guess what? They follow behind you. Whatever they see you do, guess what they gonna want to do? The same thing. You know why they gonna want to do that? Because you they big brother. So they gonna follow right behind you. So if you end up being a nigga, guess what you showing Sherelle, Joshua, and Jordan to be? Niggas too. You know what I'm saying? That's the same way, and I'm using that in an example because when we look at a Mashiach, remember he say, be ye followers of me as I'm a follower of a Mashiach. For all intents and purposes of a family structure, a Mashiach is our older brother. You know what I'm saying? And all us supposed to be looking to him to follow after him. He set the example of what to do. Matter of fact, he told you, this is my beloved son in whom I'm well pleased. Hear ye him. It's no different when you the oldest. I can remember Lil Muffin saying this right now. You're not the boss of me. You know what I'm saying? You remember saying that too. She said real fast, you're not the boss of me. I said, I'm gonna show you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you who I ain't the boss of. Like this here. You can take it from me or I can tell Mom Deuce. It's a lot of stuff that I handled on my own that I ain't even tell Mama she did because I knew what my mama would do. She gonna knock her clean out. If I can get her to amend her behavior without telling my mama, then I'm gonna do that. If I have no other choice but to tell Mom Deuce, then I ain't got no other choice but to do that. You know what I'm saying? See, I'll tell you, boy, I might like this here. I'll knock you out. But boy, I give leeway. I give space. I'd rather give you a chance to correct your behavior before actually coming with corporal punishment. You know what I'm saying? I'm a very compassionate and forgiving individual, but do not try me. I will make you regret the day you were born. I'm telling you right now, I will make it my intent purpose that you will regret the day that you came out that woman's womb after you had to split her open. And make your life miserable. I'm talking about the least you can do is listen to that woman considering what you did to her. Oh, for real. I'm talking about split her open from rooter to the tutor. He don't live nothing she said. She walked around here, I'm talking about couldn't walk straight for 2.5 years messing with you. Everywhere she goes, somebody around here talking about, is she all right? She been riding horses and she just been getting freak or is she old? No, I said that because I want to see if he gonna crack a smile so I can slap him. He held out. He looked like he wanted to drop one, didn't he though?
No, he had still face, he had the poker face going.
He better have it going. You know what I'm saying? But this is why, I mean, you have to sit back and look at that. He said that I will raise up a prophet like unto Moses. And him you will hear, right? And he said that Hamashiach had greater honor than Moses, considering that Moses was faithful in all his house, and we are Hamashiach's house. So basically, he the head of the household, he the oldest, he called the shots. Listen to him. Follow him. Do what he do, and you'll be accepted. See, but you ain't one of them like this here, man. Well, you the oldest boy, like this here, like I told you. And with my daddy's side, I'm not the oldest. I'm actually the youngest. My brother Rico is older than me. My brother Edward is older than me. My sister Tisha is older than me. You know what I'm saying? I think they all older than me by a span of 3 or 3 that I'm 3 years off of each. Well, we all 3 years apart. I think Edward 3 years older than me, and Tisha 3 years older than him, and Rico 3 years older than her. You know what I'm saying? But then you flip side of where I was raised and grew up at, I was the oldest. I was older than her. I'm older than Aisha. I'm older than Gregory. You know what I'm saying? And guess what ended up happening when we were growing up? All of them looked at me. Me and my cousin are literally 9 months apart. When I came out, she was going in. Literally. You know what I'm saying? I was born June 30th, 1980. She was born April 6th, 1981. We are literally 9 months apart. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't just saying that, like, literally. When I was born, she was conceived. We are that close in age. You know what I'm saying? She looked to me when we were coming up. Lil Muffin looked to me. Even now, my cousin Gregory, he might not agree with what I'm talking about with his word because of other stuff he come around, but they look to me. You know what I'm saying? And when you got that type of stuff, when you realize your people looking at you, well, that make you assess your behavior and stuff you doing, because you know these people look up to me. Man, you know the illest thing to know, that when we were growing up in my neighborhood, niggas was looking to me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what you looking to me for? I ain't nothing but the same age as you are. But dude was looking at me. Like, boy, we were gonna get out certain situations, boy, you got to be the one to do it. But you know what type of weight that is on your shoulders? You know what I'm talking about? See, there's only 2 things gonna happen when you notice that you got that burden on your shoulders.
Make you a break.
You either gonna carry it or you gonna fold. I decided to carry it. You know what I'm saying? My whole time hustling in the streets, you know the only thing I thought about? Get my niggas out the street. If I can get this money up, and if I can get this popping, then I can get him, and him up out of this. And then eventually other people. And these dudes, some of these dudes, they knew that I was on that. And they were hoping that I would be able to do that because they didn't have the wherewithal to do it themselves. So they were looking for me to do it. Because they knew I wouldn't leave them behind. They knew I wouldn't forget them. They knew I wouldn't forsake them. That don't sound familiar to you? That's the same thing when we turn around and look at Marshall. He was willing to take on a responsibility and a burden that nobody else was willing to take. He was willing to do it. And everybody knowing that believed, I should say. When they seen him, they know if I go with him, we good. Because if he get it done, we good. You know what I'm saying? See, you know where that come in at when you take that type of burden, you know that, because see, I'm going to tell you something about you. See, you's a selfish bastard. So you don't think about nobody but yourself. You know what I'm saying? See, you not selfless. See, you won't sit back and think about other people. See, you don't think about Sherelle. You don't think about them. You think about them when you told to. Because I done sat back and seen expressions on your face when you've been told to do something for you, you don't want to do it. You're only doing it so you don't get struck. So you don't think I be paying attention. There's a lot of stuff I see, I just keep it to myself. I ain't stupid, nigga. You don't have a joy to do that. That's why you came with that cockamamie reason. I love my mama because I help out. Nigga, please. You know it's stuff that I did for Lil Muffin that my mama didn't even have to tell me to do. Like straight up and down. My mama used to give me money for myself and I would spend it on them. She didn't have to tell me to do that. I paid my mama car note. She didn't have to tell me to do that. Paid my mama light bill. She didn't have to tell me to do that. They paid the rent. She didn't tell me to do that. That was already in my heart to do that. That's helping out. It don't be on your heart to do nothing until you told to do it. He get up and do stuff on general principle. You thought too long. You thought too long. He don't do it. You thought too long. He don't do it. Couple times ain't gonna clean it up. You had to think about it. He don't do it. You know what I'm saying? He don't do it. He ain't gonna do nothing unless you tell him to do it. All he gonna do is sit in his room and play with that phone with his finger in his booty. That's all he gonna do. Sitting in there sniffing it. He peeing on himself. That's what he got to be doing. Sniffing.
Pee in his hands.
Peeing and sniffing. Jose 71. That's what he in there doing. Sniffing it. See how stank it is, nasty nigga. You don't get no sparing over here, little buddy. I ain't sparing nothing. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready and let y'all go though. Leave this nigga alone. Like I said, we just did a little preaching today. I hope y'all was able to catch the interweaving of all the stuff we're talking about. There's a lot of word would drop. You might have not went to spot and read it all. Dropped a lot on you. But tighten up, boy. Guess what though? I was gonna go home tonight. But now I'm not. No, I'm not. And you know why I'm not? Because little Muffin say, you staying? I was like, no, I was going home. She said, I want him to do the yard in the morning. I say, well, I'll just go get a change of clothes. Because I wasn't planning on doing it. I was planning on staying in the tent tomorrow. But now I'm going to stay and sleep in the tent 2 days just so I can see you niggas. And I dare you to pee in there with me in there. Boy, I dare you. Who?
Oh, yeah, you gonna be sniffing.
Sniffing nothing. Boy, I don't care which tent he in. Boy, the nigga peep, boy, he got to see me. Boy, he got to line up. I'm talking about square off, boy. You can get off too. Better make them count. I'm telling you, boy, I'll let you square off with me, boy. Boy, you pee in the tent, boy, you got to see me, boy. Boy, you got to see me, boy. You got to see me. It's gonna be me and you, nigga. And I'm gonna put trademarks on your behind. That's real, boy. Boy, you pee in the tent, boy, you got to see me, boy. You not sleeping in here tonight, boy. You sleeping in the tent, boy. Boy, if you can't get your sorry behind up, boy, it's plenty yard out there. And take your sorry behind out there and pee in that yard, boy. Boy, you want to see me, boy.
You say plenty yard.
Plenty yard. You think if I got to urinate, boy, I'm gonna get up and come in the house to pee? But back, yo, you a man.
What? You got to squat.
You ain't gotta do nothing. You ain't gotta wipe or nothing. Just go and shake.
Weep him out, man. You don't peeing on yourself, boy.
Boy, you pee in the tent, boy, you gotta see me, boy.
You gotta tell him after, boy.
I'm telling you. Boy, I done did that in the past before I seen her do it. I done did that while I've been sitting in there preaching when y'all wasn't in here. I did it plenty of times. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sitting there telling you, boy, if you pee in that tent, boy, you gotta see me, boy. I ain't joking or nothing. Please look at my eye and tell that I'm serious. If you pee in that tent, boy, I'm gonna hit you with a closed fist. I'm gonna hit you with a closed fist, I'm telling you. I ain't gonna hit you in your face. I'm gonna hit you with a closed fist though. You pee in that tent, man. You better think about it long and hard. You pee in that tent, boy, you gonna have to see me, boy. That'll be 3 times in 30 days, boy. You gonna have to see me. And we ain't washing no drawers. You gonna walk around with them urinated drawers on till your mama get here and bring you a fresh pair.
No free balling.
No free balling. He gonna sit and stew in it. Can't sit on that type of furniture. You gonna sit outside.
What?
I catch you sitting on some furniture. I'm firing off on you. I'm serious now. I don't play that type of stuff, Carl. You see, I'm gonna tell you something. You see me right there, say I'm a fly nigga. I like to be clean. I like to smell good. You notice I always got cologne on, all that type of stuff. Huh?
Arguably.
He hating. It's all good. Just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I like to be fly, because that's just me, you know what I'm saying? That's how I get out. I was raised that way. You know what I'm saying? Rosalind and Sean Drake taught me that, therefore you don't walk around here stink. If your nails gonna be long, keep them clean. Keep your hair cut, keep your face trimmed. Keep your clothes clean. You know what I'm saying? Keep your body clean. Change your drawers, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Then you gotta tell him to change your drawers.
Probably. Thought about it too long.
Stuff like that just make my stomach hurt. Oh, matter of fact, man, praise y'all for your hoosh. I can't go no more. I can't even go no more.